The war of words between the United States and North Korea has real-life consequences. But what is the line between rhetoric and reality? Manila Chan is following this story and joins us with more tonight. What else has to be said at this point?
Ed, we've been watching this back and forth between Kim Jong-un and President Donald Trump for months now. Political watchers all around the world are actually beginning to discredit the statements coming out from both camps now, because they have moved from threats over now reduced to just hurling personal insults at one another. From President Trump saying his now infamous line that North Korea will be met with fire and fury, to the DPRK threatening the U.S. with great pain and suffering, let's take a look back at just how we got to mudslinging that could turn us into a hot war.
Strategic patience with the North Korean regime has failed.
The States is prepared to use the full range of our capabilities to defend ourselves and our allies.
Our respected leader Kim Jong-un said that the U.S. will be unhappy to see DPRK's strategic power on its Independence Day, and called for sending big and small gift packages.
Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
North Korea has finished preparation for a Guam strike and will launch it if the U.S. does not act sensibly.
Any threat to the United States or its territories will be met with a massive military response.
The U.S. neglects the international community's will to establish peace on the Korean peninsula. Pyongyang will retaliate against attempts to impose sanctions and pressure from Washington with powerful countermeasures.
The forthcoming measures to be taken by the DPRK will cause the U.S. the greatest pain and suffering it has ever gone through in its entire history.
If it is forced to defend itself or its allies, we will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
Since the United States declared war on our country, we will have every right to take countermeasures, including the right to shoot down U.S. strategic bombers, even when they are not inside our country's airspace.
And you know, speaking of the war of words, overnight, a new voice has emerged above the 38th parallel. The BBC attempted to launch an English language shortwave channel in North Korea and have claimed that the Kim regime had jammed their radio signals to block their broadcast. So that may be a short battle there, and still more obviously to be seen coming out of Trump and Kim. Nobody expecting that showdown to end just yet, but as you can see, tit for tat.
Primitive shortwave radio into North Korea to tell the real story, and it's being jammed by the North Koreans.
That's right.
Interesting. Thanks, Manila.